waiting for the event of DragCon weekend.
RuPaul's gonna be out here so soon.
I need to see RuPaul. It's the god of drag.
Happy Mother's Day, Ru.
Mwah.
I'm Renee Taylor. I'm Ru's sister.
It's Renetta Humphreys, sister number 2.
I'm Rozzy, the best sister. I'm so excited. I'm very proud of my brother.
Love you, honey.
Go Ru.
We're all here for one reason, ladies and gentlemen. RuPaul.
Hello. Thank you. Very nice. Well, look how beautiful you are. You all have made me feel so happy for our second annual DragCon celebration. It's good. And happy Mother's Day to you too. Actually, it couldn't have happened on a better day. Mother's Day, it's perfect, Mother's Day. You know? Because who am I? I'm Mama Ru. Mama Ru. Yeah, I sort of inherited that. You know, everybody's looking for a mama, I guess. You know, it was true. Everybody wants that warmth, that comfort. Of course, very few people have that. My mother was not that. She was actually more of a firecracker, you know. She was not the comforting type. My mother was actually world weary. She was one of those people who she didn't trust the world, you know. Actually, and my sisters are here, and they will attest to this. She was a sad person. She died about 23 years ago now, the official cause of death was cancer, but we all knew that Mama died from a broken heart. What broke her heart was the world broke her heart. She was a sweet, sensitive soul whose heart was broken by the world. And I know a lot of people here can relate to that. In fact, I remember when I was 5 years old, and this is true story, never forget it. She said, "Ru, you are too goddamn sensitive." And she was right, by the way. I still am. I'm way too sensitive. But it took me many years to understand what she was doing to me was she was trying to get me prepared for the world because she didn't want for me what had happened to her. And I think about that. I've never seen the show Wicked, but Todrick, he speeded me up on Wicked. But the bad witch apparently turned that way because of a broken heart. That she was originally a sweet, sensitive soul who had turned hard from that. And I understand that my mother's experience on this planet had been that exact same thing, had been someone who was so sensitive and so loving and whose heart had been broken by the world. Did you get that? My sisters are in the front row here. And we talk about her a lot because a lot of the people I've met throughout my life in this crazy world, I grew up in clubs. I wanted to go with all the creative people are, just like everybody here. A lot of the people I've met over the years have that same experience. Sweet, open, sensitive, gorgeous, beautiful children who then go out into the world and the world breaks their heart. But what I'm really here to talk about is being able to overcome that, to walk through that darkness, to walk through having a broken heart, to take that experience and turn it around. Completely turn it around, to walk through it and not turn into the bad witch and being stuck in that, holding that grudge, you know? And I know everybody in here can relate to that experience. Let the church say amen. Everybody here understands that. Because, you know, when I first started finding my tribe, which is what this is all about, when I found my tribe, usually it was the people who were the irreverents, who got to understand the twist of a phrase or a bad color joke because it was so wrong. And I found my tribe through that kind of laughter. And first in theater, in the drama department. Raise your hand if you've had the same experience. And it's apropos that it would be the drama department, because the idea of being on stage and putting on a show, and then going backstage and keying and cutting up and understanding it's just a show. That is what life is. That is exactly what life is. As it moved on, it was nightclubs. But unfortunately, a lot of those people weren't able to take it to that next level. And that next level is really the most important level, which is, yes, you're disappointed by life, and it can break your heart. But that next level of the experience, which is really the important one, is when you can see it as a play or as an idea or as a joke, as a construct, and you don't take it too seriously. You know, my mother's problem is that she took it all too seriously. And, you know, my sisters, our job was, I thought, oh, I'll make Mama laugh. I'll make them laugh. And I was right. That is the solution. The best thing you can do is to laugh. I've told this story before. When I was at John H. Muir High School in San Diego, this girl, we were out in the back smoking weed or something. And she said, you know, the most powerful spell you can cast is laughter. And when I saw the movie The Witches of Eastwick, there's a part in there where I think that one of the witches, Jane, I think Susan Sarandon character, is falling off of a banister or something, and they say, Jane, laugh, and she goes, and she starts to levitate. She starts to levitate off the ground. And I remember that girl who told me that back then, all those years ago. I remember she told me that spell back to the wicked, you know. Don't be scared by the term witch. We are the creators of our own experience. So, of course, we can turn it around. We're the alchemist in our lives. That's what's important. You can turn it around. Let the church say amen to that. Amen. That's the next level that most people don't get to. They either stay in the bitterness and create that cancer or whatever ails you, and they have to deal with it through drugs, alcohol, sex, shopping, which I'm not mad at the shopping, you know. Yeah. But don't take it too seriously to where you hurt your heart, to where you hurt the people around you. Initially, it feels really, really good to say, oh, you know what, that ain't, you know, I don't like, and you know, none of that is, I hate that stuff. You know what, it feels good to do that and to commiserate with other people to do that. And you can do that, that's fine, but you've got to have a balance. You've got to have the ability to remember the sweetness and not be just angry and nasty and let the bitterness overcome you. Because it feels good. And you can always find a bunch of people to join a pity party and to commiserate on how horrible everything is. Because, by the way, it is horrible. It is. It is horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible. But it's also absolutely gorgeous. I tweeted the other day that I reserve the right to absolutely love something and at the same time hate it, loathe it. I reserve that right. And it's that duality, you know, night, day, man, female, woman, black, white. That's what this is. And understanding that, that's where, you know, that's why we are really witches. We get to choose what we are, what our experience is like. And I've found for myself this success and a way to sort of maneuver through this life through laughter, the love, and understanding the big picture. The big picture. When you back up, I like to call it my Google Earth button, where it does that whoop thing like that, and get to see the whole landscape and go, oh, right, it's not that big a deal. I'm here experiencing life, the good, the bad, the ugly, the whole thing, everything, all of it. It's good. It's all good. So that has really been my key to maneuvering and navigating. And have I had those bad times? Oh, honey. Oh, yes. My sister Rosie here, who's a year younger than me, by the way, I was 28. I was sleeping on her couch at 28 years old. I ended up back at my mother's house, the house I grew up in after that. I got to tell you, and I get choked up thinking about it too. My friend in New York called me up after Christmas. I was down there for Thanksgiving and then through Christmas. My friend Larry T. from Atlanta, Georgia, he said, Ru, he called me and said, what are you doing? What are you doing down there? He said, I'm going to send you a plane ticket. I'm going to get your ass right back to New York where you belong. And you're going to pay me back this plane. You're going to pay me back one go-go gig on a go-go box. You'll pay me back that money. You wake up. Wake up. Don't go into this Wizard of Oz again, you know. Wake up out of that dream you're having. Wake up. You need people around you who are able to do that for you. Wake your ass up. Hey, remember who you are. He did that for me. I got back there and I said, you know, when I go back to New York, I'm going to lose this weight. And I'm going to what? Let them have it. And let them have it. And I did. And I did. There was a short time before that where I thought, okay, I probably need to do my sort of androgyny thing and not do drag and sort of, you know, give them what show business would want. And I said, you know, when I go back to New York, I'm going to give them drag. I'm going to shave the hair off of my legs. I'm just shave my chest. I'm going to wear titties. I thought, you know what? Because I knew that I could turn it out. I just thought, well, but that won't work. I mean, I thought, you know, I do drag really well, but that's not going to work. So I can get to, you know, the big guns. But I was wrong. I needed people. I needed to hear my voice. I did get to New York, and I was around my tribe of people who were able to wake me up. And that's, you know, it feels good to have that bitterness, to have a tribe of people who can, you know, everything's so screwed up. I hate that. But you have to align yourself with people who are aligned with the light, who are aligned with the love, who understand the whole landscape, that whatever you speak into the world is what you get. You know, life says, I'll be whatever you want me to be. What do you want? Speak it. And that's what you will get. That's why it's so important to align yourself with those people. And I still do to this day. You know, I don't want to get too choked up in here. I'm actually looking at him right now. Man, Randy and Fenton, I tell you, I met them in 1985. And I am working with them MFs to this day. To this day. I am. 1985, I've been working with them because they get it. They get the irreverence. They get the positivity. They know how to roll up those sleeves and get to work. Because a lot of those people who will say, everything, this ain't shit. I hate all that. Those people are, the ones. You know them. We all know them. They're everywhere. They're intelligent. They're smart. But those other people are stuck in the victimhood that life has not given them what they deserve. Now, people like Randy and Fenton and Tom and all the people at World of Wonder that we work with, these people, they understand the darkness, but they say, well, let's do something about it. Let's roll up these sleeves and create something. Most things don't work, but if you do enough of them, one thing's got to stick. And we got a winner with Drag Race, ladies and gentlemen. We got a winner. Got a winner. We did it. And through this show, we have been able to use this platform as a launching pad for not 2 queens, not 20 queens, for 100 queens. Let the church say amen. 100 queens.
drag queens.
Drag queens. The fact that you are here today in this gorgeous, gorgeous event means that you know you have the potential to create beauty and magic. You can see magic. That's why you're here. You want to align yourself with the magic people because this world needs you. There are children here. You saw the kids. This year we had so many kids, and it's just beautiful. Isn't it great? Can you imagine? So, yes, I'm Mama Ru, and I'm proud of it. I'm proud of it. Mama Ru. That's who I am. Can you imagine growing up with all of this wildness, seeing people live their lives without any restrictions? I'm looking at a man with a cat painted on his face right now. It's beautiful. I love it. It's gorgeous. It's fabulous. That's what this is about. We are God experiencing life on this planet. We're not separate from one another, by the way. We are one organism. We're one thing experiencing humanity, experiencing life on this planet together. And we get to decide where we want to land with this, whether it's the darkness or the light. Listen, and by the way, darkness, light, it's all good. You get to choose. It's not that the darkness is bad. I've been to the darkness. I don't want to spend time there. I've spent a lot of time there. I don't want to go there. It's not my thing. It's not my thing. No judgment, though. No judgment. You need that balance. I choose to stay on the light side, on the lightness of creation and color and beauty. That's what gets me out of bed in the morning. The color, the music, the dancing. I love it. I love it. That's that sweetness. I try to do that for my mother. I try to say, you don't have enough lightness. Here, have some mine. She couldn't take it. She couldn't accept it. Her identity was tied to the victim. And if you identify with that, if you decide that that is what your identity is, that is what you will get. That's what you'll get. And I'm a living witness up here. I was a little boy, San Diego, with dreams to go and become an international star. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I really did. I had no idea, but I was open to the possibility. And each of you here, the fact that you're here right now means you have it. You have it. You're the ones. You're the ones with the ability to go out and be the mother to all of these children out here, the mother of invention, the mother of the house of extravaganza, the mother of whatever you choose to do. Life says, I'll be whatever you want to be. And if you speak what you want it to be, what you are, then that is what you will get. It's not really complicated. It's really not complicated. All over the world, people have come for DragCon, which is more than just a convention of drag queens. It is a movement because drag really, and I've said this time and time again, drag is really about the people who are able to see what you put out on stage and what you're like backstage, that sort of duality. It's such an important movement because it says, I understand that I have to choose an identity, that who I am and all this stuff, but it also says, you know what, I get that, but I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna do sparkles and colors and music and things and all kinds of lovely things with my life. I'm looking at all you beautiful people out here, and it makes my heart feel so beautiful. I love you so much. This is what makes me happy. It makes me happy. So much talent. So much talent. Don't let this experience go by without you sharing all of this beautiful talent, your ability to see colors and to see movement and music. Don't let it go to waste. Share it with these children. Be the mother of all of these gorgeous children. Show them how to do it. If you have a friend who's having, call them up and say, you know what, get your ass over. Remember who you are. Remember, don't forget. I love it in The Wizard of Oz where they say, come on, Dorothy, wake up. She's in the poppy fields, which is an analogy for drugs and stuff. It's true. That's what it is. Wake up. Come on. You got to get going. Remember where we were headed? Remember where we were headed. You are God's gift to this world. You are God. Can you handle it? Know that. So on this Mother's Day, which is such a beautiful day, I think about my mother. Oh, I loved her so much. I loved her so much. There's not a day that goes by I don't think about her. I think about her, but I see people, I know people who are just like that, and I want to take their hand and say, come on. But, some people you can't do that with, and you got to know. You got to know when it's, I'm going to let you do your thing. I'm going to let you do your thing. You didn't have a good mother. Mother yourself. Mother yourself with a group of people who can say, remember who you are. Remember what you came here to do. Don't forget. I love you, and thank you so much for coming to DragCon.